While my trusty old Kranzel still serves me well, it isn't particularly portable and can be a bit overkill in certain routine cleaning scenarios. So I was made up when Nilfisk reached out to see if I'd be interested in giving one of their more consumer focused machines a go. A new washer called for some new subject matter, and what better matter than this Wiseact-packed GT3RS, which, being just a few months old, didn't call for a whole lot of intensive cleaning, but as a familiar shaped canvas with a multitude of aerodynamic nooks and crannies, would, I hoped, help me get a good feel for the unfamiliar machine. Plus I thought if you could see me successfully putting a consumer-based washer to use on a car of this calibre, then you shouldn't have any complaints using one to maintain your iron boardless banger with. So this particular excellent 160 model was supplied by Nilfisk to feature as it sits slap bang in the centre of their consumer range, with less powerful but more compact units being offered below and more hard-wearing but expensive equipment available above. But this fairly weighty washer with its induction motor and long-lasting metal pump immediately struck me as a machine that should be up to the job of performing fairly thorough semi-regular maintenance washes, plus the odd bit of heavier duty domestic work. Unlike my static Kranzel, this pre-assembled Nilfisk, and all of those in the core, excellent and premium ranges for that matter, boast extra large wheels to help them safely scoot over typical driveway and garden terrain. And while they might not be forged from expensive magnesium like the ones in the background, when coupled with direction from the sturdy telescopic handle above, which can also serve as a handy towel drying rack, transportation even for a lanky 6-footer like myself becomes a non-back-breaking breeze. And don't worry, Crocs and socks aren't an operational necessity. You're free to wear whatever you want when pressure washing, just don't trip over your hoses. Speaking of hoses, an easy wind reel which passed the single finger retraction test with flying colours houses 10 metres worth of ultra flex stuff which is relatively kink and knot resistant, and while that's generally enough for me to make do with, had also been sent a 7-metre extension which I can imagine would be especially useful when working around larger vehicles or for garden work where you prefer to keep the unit itself in situ. And if you were to treat yourself to a Nilfisk 160 machine off the back of this video, can bag an identical extension hose worth £50 with the code GURUFREE. The rear of the unit houses the power cable and a 700ml foam bottle you'll see me thoroughly blanketing the Porsche over within a bit, both of which are securely held in place with rubber straps. And whether using the extension hose or not, either of their ends connect to the side holster gun in quick click fashion, allowing you to then add either the foam bottle or low pressure nozzle kept on top, which is designed for more delicate cleaning tasks like rinsing out the negative recesses of this 3RS that serve as a dumping ground for grit and gravel, or simply swishing out and subsequently filling your wash buckets, which a low pressure flat fan can work quite well for. To make use of this machine's 160 bar maximum pressure, the main lance as well as the quick click 3-in-1 nozzle will need to be connected. And once they have been, a simple twist or two of the shaft allows you to switch between 3 different cleaning modes. Gentle 1 provides a more traditional narrow spray pattern suited for all sorts of cleaning tasks, including washing cars. Gentle 2 is much wider, allowing you to more comfortably get up close and personal with potentially delicate parts. And the central rough jet is probably best suited for things like intensive patio cleaning. While a supplied foam bottle might not boast the full 1 litre capacity, most dedicated items do, meaning you'll have to be a bit more timely with your application to ensure you don't get caught short, which, working in the direct sun, I kinda was anyway. It is a properly functioning item with a nice feeling pickup dial and adjustment nozzle for sudsy fine tuning, which in my experience most pressure washer bundle bottles aren't. But either way, it's nice to know that if you cop this particular washer, you won't have to fork out for an additional aftermarket item in order to get your car or the cars you're working on sufficiently foamed up from the get-go. Although the bayonet fit foam bottle and low pressure nozzle connect directly to the gun, the multi-purpose quick click nozzle doesn't, meaning you need to use the main lance for any pressurised work, which didn't really bother me as I managed perfectly well for decades before stubby guns came along. But if you can't, then it shouldn't be too much of a faff to either get a quick release fitting shoved in the end of the standard gun or a standalone stubby solution clicked onto the end of the quick release flexi hose. But I suppose it would be nice to see that or something like it as an out of the box feature in the future. Despite this impressive Porsche not needing a whole lot of heavy cleaning, it was heading to Anglesey Circuit for some braking laps the following day and couldn't make its official public debut covered in pollen and cobwebs, so spent a bit of time with the new Nilfisk, pressure rinsing pre-cleaner, snow foam and post-contact wash suds off and out of its various functional details, using both the narrow and wide fans to illustrate how effective they can both be. And while I could prattle on indefinitely about features like the auto shut off and soft start, both of which were a welcome novelty for this crusty old Kranzel user, looking back I think the main thing I appreciated about the new machine, whether it translated on camera or not, was simply how it didn't get in the way of my usual cleaning routine, as the last thing you want with new equipment is it slowing you down, especially when working on high-end cars in the direct sun. But despite being quite different to what I'm used to, aside from a bit of entanglement with my expandable hose pipe, the excellent 160 washer still served to get this freshly PPF'd red hot GT3RS adequately prepped in a safe and timely style. While I might have been done with the washer on this particular car, now it's in my possession I'll definitely be using it again for both car cleaning and to strip back and brighten up less exciting surfaces, as it is designed to be a decent all-rounder, and with a standard 2-year warranty that can easily be extended to 5 by registering the product within 30 days of purchase at yournilfisk.com. It'd be rude not to. So if you're in the market for a sturdy new pressure washer that will perform the vast majority of tasks right out the box, then check out the Nilfisk Excellent 160 Plus free extension hose offer via the links below. If you're here to simply ogle the RS, which is completely understandable, then let me know what you think of its spec. And if you're here for an overdue dose of my dulcet tones as you refer to them, then although that's your lot for this particular video, you'll be happy to hear that I'll be back with some freshly scripted ones before the end of the month.